Are you suffering from the perfectionism gap? Do you find that a lot of goals that you've set for yourself just kind of go by the wayside because you feel like you have all these things that you have to do in order to meet them? And it can be kind of overwhelming. Well, hey, if we haven't met yet, my name's Nicolette Moore. I'm going to share with you why perfectionism gap is such a big problem for most of us and what you can do about it so you can start making progress towards those goals. So let's dive in. You may be wondering, what is the perfection gap anyway? Well, it's pretty simple. It's pretty much what it sounds like. You want things to be perfect before you make progress. So, for example, I've been working on building things back up on my online business, and I have a crazy family. My husband's a DIY king, so everything seems to be torn up in my house. I've got children, so there's toys and trash everywhere. And honestly, I feel sometimes like outside might be the only place that's not chaotic. Although it can look pretty right now, but if I just pan over a little bit, you'll see a trailer full of trash. That car, gotta get towed. You'll see a shed that's half finished. Well, it just needs to be painted. So we've got a lot of projects that we're still working on, and the perfection gap is something that keeps me from wanting to. I want everything to look perfect behind me, but really the point of the message isn't what's behind me or what's in my picture. The point of my messages is to encourage you to love your life and your business. So the message is more important than what's going on behind me, but it's still something that causes me to fret. I spent months trying to set up a studio in my bedroom, and there really aren't a whole lot of places in my house where I can have a camera set up so I can do video and look good like a professional YouTuber. So for me, perfectionism kept me from shooting video for many months. I wanted my equipment to be perfect, and I wanted my studio to be perfect, and I wanted the lighting to be perfect, and I wanted the mic to be perfect. And, I was wanting all of these things to just beautifully come together, but it took months to put a studio together. And then once I did, and everything was ready to go, then I have children, and children make noise, and they run around and they scream and they fight. So I had to put them down in our basement. But then, even with that, because we don't have proper acoustics in our house, I'm trying to shoot a video and you can hear kids in the background. And so it's one thing after another, and then I even started talking to my husband, well, maybe we should get like a shed. Put a shed outside, somewhere where I can have privacy and I can put padded walls and, have a really big green screen so we can make it look like whatever I want it to look like. And okay, well, now that's a whole new project, right? And then I just realized I had something on my nose. Should I reshoot the video so that you don't see something on my nose the whole time? Or do I just keep pushing forward? I'm just going to keep pushing forward, because you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I think this is such an important topic because there's so many people, that myself included, we drag our feet and we put our dreams on hold because things aren't perfect in our situation yet. We need the perfect mic. We need the perfect green screen. We need the perfect setup. And it's like, really, you don't. So for somebody like you who may be wanting to start a YouTube channel, just start it. Just start shooting video. That's been a huge thing for me. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time now, and now I finally just decided to dive in, even though my situation is not perfect. The thing is that even if your situation is not perfect, if you can just keep moving forward, things will unfold before you. You just have to have some faith and keep moving forward. There are countless examples of perfectionism gap and how it can get in the way of you meeting your goals. Your goal is going to be specific to you and your dreams. Think about what it is that you really want out of life. What's that big goal that you're pursuing? And do you have something that is holding you back from moving forward? And would that be part of the perfectionism gap? Are the things that are holding you back really necessary, or just for you to have a perfect situation to move forward? So why do we let the perfectionism gap stop us from making progress? It really boils down to us feeling vulnerable, feeling like you have to have everything perfect, and then maybe you'll have control of the situation, and then maybe you'll have success. But really, success isn't found in perfection. Success is just found in progress, in making your steps every day towards your goal. And there's also a sense of security. You can say you want a goal, but if things aren't perfectly lined up, then it's a good justification as to why you're not meeting that goal. Well, I didn't have this, so I couldn't do that. I didn't have A, so I couldn't do B. And that really is a way that you can justify not meeting the goals that you set for yourself. And there's also just plain insecurity. You're just not very secure about what it is that you're trying to accomplish. You know you have a goal, but you feel a little insecure about, can you meet it? Are you worthy of that goal? Are you somebody who's capable of actually making that goal happen for your life? It's easier to justify why you're not making progress when things aren't perfect. So the best thing to do whenever you identify that you have the perfectionism gap and it's affecting you and it's affecting your progress, to make progress anyway. Even if you don't have everything perfect right now, it's okay. Just keep moving forward. I believe when you start to walk towards your goal will start to come toward you. You just have to make those steps, believe in yourself, have some faith, be optimistic, and keep striving towards your goal. And I guarantee you, with daily action and making sure you're taking a step in the right direction every single day, you will meet your goal. There's a quote, I don't know who it's attributed to, but we think we can do so much more in 1 year, but we don't realize how much we can get accomplished in just 3 years. Can you give yourself 3 years to meet your goal? Can you have the faith and the perseverance to work towards your goal for 3 years? It may not happen in a year, but can you take daily steps towards it? I know you can. You just have to prove it to yourself. I just want to encourage you today that whatever goal you've set for yourself, just keep plugging away at it. The daily steps that we take to meet our goals are more important than the steps being perfect. Just keep making progress and you'll find your way. All right, so go find a place to get comfortable. Let's do some breath work, get you ready for your day. Do a gratitude exercise, set an intention for your day, and then go and have an amazing rest of your day. So go find somewhere comfortable. We're gonna get started in a second. I hope you found somewhere comfortable. We're gonna start with breath work so that we can be present in this moment. Just thinking about our breath, closing our eyes, and breathing in deeply through our nose, out through our mouths, and breathing through our bellies, down in our diaphragms instead of none of that. You want to breathe through your belly, okay? So you want to get that breath down in your belly. So close your eyes, breathe in deeply through your nose. All right, and as you're breathing and you're focusing on your breath, your mind is currently where you are. You're not thinking about anything else. You're just here in the moment. I want you to think about 5 things that you can be grateful for right now. What are 5 things that you can just find in your heart gratitude for? First and foremost, I'm grateful for my breath. I'm grateful for the breath that sustains my life, that fills my lungs, that feeds my body. I'm grateful that right now it is very pleasant outside. It doesn't feel too hot. I'm grateful for the sound of the birds. I'm not sure if the microphone's picking it up, but just the chirping of the birds everywhere. It's beautiful to listen to. I'm grateful that yesterday I got to spend a day with my family, just playing and relaxing. And I'm grateful for hair bands because my hair was a hot mess this morning. And instead of taking an hour or 2 to shower and get my hair done so that I could look presentable for camera, I could put my hair up, avoid the perfectionism gap, and have some functionality. So it's pretty nice. You should have already identified your 5 by now. That was my 5. And so I ask you to put your left hand over your heart. And I want you to think about the 5 that you've identified. And I just want you to feel that gratitude for them. The breath in my lungs, the chirping of the birds, the cold temperature, spending time with my family, hair ties. I'm so grateful with these things. And as you bask in your gratitude, I want you to think about whatever time of day it is that you're watching this, that you're participating in this. Think about what's ahead of you for the rest of your day. And I just want you to envision that. And I want you to think about the rest of your day just going perfectly. The rest of your day just goes so smoothly, and it's quite enjoyable. And I want you to think about the goal that we've already talked about. There's a goal that you have set for yourself. You may not be making strides towards it because you feel like you need, some external things outside of yourself to actually meet that goal. But what can you do today with what you have to move yourself towards that goal? I bet you can think of one thing. So think about that one thing. What is the one thing that just where you're at right now, with what you have, with the tools you have, the resources, and what's inside of you, what's one thing that you can do today that's going to take a step toward your goal? Think about that, identify that. And so you can go ahead and open up your eyes now, and you should be feeling pretty good. You know that the rest of your day is going to be beautiful. You're going to be taking some action. No matter how small, you'll be doing something, right? You'll be doing something to move yourself towards your goal. And I encourage you to get a journal out and write these things down. Write your top 5. What are the things that you identified that you're grateful for today? And then what is that one thing that you're going to do today? Hold yourself accountable and stay committed to your goal. You don't have to have things perfect to make progress. I hope this message has been beautiful for you. I'd love for you to share in the comments below what your 5 things are and the one thing that you're going to be working on today. And if you're enjoying these little nuggets of wisdom to help you have a successful, joyful day full of gratitude, peace, and encouragement, knowing you're in the right direction, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you see when these videos are posted. I'm so grateful and honored that you're here with me. I hope this message has served you, and I can't wait to meet with you again. Until then, much love.